Alrighty, so what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. And we got some interesting YouTube drama to talk about today because the devil of YouTube, Brent Rivera, is getting absolutely exposed for taking it too far this time. Now, being a douchebag, that's no surprise, alright? Being a scumbag, it's nothing out of his category. It's nothing out of his league. But what he did recently just completely elevates his douchery to another level because he's been falsely striking and trying to delete people's channel. And one of those people I just so happen to know. Now, if you haven't been living under a rock, well, you know Brent Rivera's been getting canceled recently anyways. He got exposed by a YouTuber called Tyler Oliveira for pretty much being a douchebag and faking his video. And well, this started getting absolutely huge. I mean, multiple millions of views and videos made on it all over the place. And that was just the catalyst. That was just a little sneak peek. Because of course, when any big YouTuber gets exposed, their goal is to stop the cancellation as much as they can or to stop the backlash as much as possible. And Brent Rivera, being a YouTuber with over 25 million subs, what do you expect him to do? Obviously, he's going to try to stop this as much as possible. And if that means by any means necessary, he's gonna do that. And that's what he's done, and that means copyright striking people's videos. Now, of course, myself and other commentary YouTubers have talked about Brent Rivera and what he's been doing recently, and made videos on the drama. And Brent Rivera does not like the negative press he's been getting, so he decided to copyright strike a fellow commentator by the name of Dumpy. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys know Dumpy. Dumpy is pretty similar to me. We make similar content. And well, Brent Rivera has been blowing up for Dumpy, and Dumpy's made multiple videos covering Brent Rivera and, you know, this whole thing that's been going on. And let's see what Brent Rivera decided to do. Did he decide to keep the video up? 1, 2, copyright strike it and risk Dumpy's channel getting banned, obviously, or 3, respond to the situation like a normal human being? He decided to strike this video, take Dumpy's video down, and well, Dumpy made a video on this, which I will play a clip of.
I really hope the situation does not progress. If it does, I will be making an update video letting you guys know what's going on. That was me about 3 hours ago in a frenzy because I had a community guidelines warning, my very first offense, because of content made on Brent Rivera.
Believe it or not, this case with Dumpy and Brent Rivera isn't anything new. Dumpy's case just managed to get the most popularity because many other creators of all sizes have experienced something like this with Brent Rivera in the past. And although I haven't firsthand experienced something like this from Brent Rivera, I've experienced it from many other creators attempting to falsely take down content that is obviously transformative and fair use. I've had around 3 videos falsely taken down for copyright claims that were just absolutely invalid, and YouTube just fails to change their policies when it comes to copyright infringement.
This wasn't my first time having content made exclusively on Brent get taken down, as I made 2 TikToks in the past that were deleted very quickly with the main subject being Brent Rivera. As I was editing the video, I was frantically checking my email, waiting to see a response from my appeal to the community guidelines violation, when all of a sudden, around 4 AM, I received this email. Copyright takedown request received for your YouTube video.
And unfortunately, this is a very sad reality on YouTube. It is very common for this to happen, and that feeling of not knowing if another copyright strike will be put on your channel because of YouTube's flawed system is just absolutely unexplainable. If you're a fellow YouTuber watching this, you know that feeling of dread and nervousness you get when you get any form of a copyright strike or a claim or anything of that sort, because all it takes is a pathetic YouTuber and YouTube's flawed copyright system to absolutely get your channel new. Sad reality, but hey, it's really just what YouTube is.
Brent Rivera had the audacity to say, my YouTube video was re-uploaded by another user. No it wasn't. My video was transformative. I made a whole video of my own work out of your content, reacting to it, picking it apart. And you said, where does the content appear? The entire video.
The fact that he could get away with that is pathetic, and the fact that many other YouTubers with any form of, you know, influence, some that may not have influence, can get away with this it's just sad. And does YouTube just not watch the video to see if what's being claimed to be copyright infringement is really copyright infringement? Because with 2 brain cells and 2 eyeballs, you can look at Dumpy's video and any other video made on Brent Rivera and tell that it's transformative. If he could get away with this with 25 million subscribers, imagine what many other people can do by just literally lying to YouTube's copyright system. Now, this situation has just got huge ever since this video's dropped. Now that I'm checking, I think it has like 160K in like 5 hours, 6 hours. The situation's getting huge, and many million subscriber YouTubers are covering it. Jamari so far, Keemstar. Now, I'm so happy this situation's getting attention because people like Brent Rivera are the problem with YouTube. Creators should not be able to just instantly send in a copyright notification to YouTube, say, oh, I don't like this video, it infringes my copyright, no check at all, just take the video down. And they probably have a bias for Brent Rivera because he has 25 million subs and makes their platform a lot of money. And it's ridiculous if you ask me. I feel like nobody at all should be able to have a bias or be able to do this because of their channel size. And YouTube needs to take it more serious because a lot of channels have been affected by Brent Rivera that I know. Riff, even channels that aren't big that have like 1,000 subs have had their videos taken down by this dude. Like, bro, you got 25 million subscribers worried about channels that literally barely compete with you in size, if even that. Pretty pathetic stuff, dude. I mean, most of the people who watch watch Brent Rivera really don't have two brain cells to comprehend anything, so I don't really expect this guy to have brain cells himself. I wanted to get another YouTuber on to talk about their experience with copyright and how scary it can genuinely be, so go ahead and take it away, Nguyen.
Brent Rivera. I didn't think this whole thing would get any worse, but this dude thinks he's the main character. Bro, you're not. You're not him. In order to copyright strike a video, it has to be a full re-upload, or the content isn't transformative at all. And of course, Dumpy transformed it. He added his own reaction to the stream. And of course, since Dumpy was criticizing him and making jokes about him, somebody associated with Brent Rivera took it down. Maybe it was him, maybe it was someone on his team or whatever, or his manager, or maybe it was just a bunch of butthurt fans. Who knows? I'm not gonna blame Brent Rivera 100%, but it's not looking good though. There's been plenty of other shorts about Brent Rivera that have been falsely taken down recently. If it was him, I wouldn't be surprised. If it was a manager, I wouldn't be surprised. Whoever struck the video down, it was a false strike, and clearly someone can't take criticism of any sort. Or maybe someone's just white knighting Brent Rivera, like meat riding, like the meat riding's insane. But just because you meat ride Brent Rivera, or you hate that someone's cringing at his content, does not mean you can take down a video. All right, it was fair use under copyright law. Dumpy added a transformative reaction, so yeah, of course it was a false strike, and you can literally get terminated if you use the copyright tool wrong, or if you like falsely strike anyone. But yeah, this is one of the big risks of being a reaction channel. Although we're transforming the content, we deal with idiots who don't know what fair use is all the time. I've dealt with a couple copyright claims, but nothing to this level. But yeah, I hope everything gets resolved and that strike or warning, I think it was a warning, gets removed. And I hope the video gets put back up, rightfully so. Thank you, Playlist, for having me on, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.
Now, since I started on this video, many other YouTubers have made their videos on it critical. Jamari, like I said, a lot of YouTubers, and I'm just so happy the situation's getting attention. It's genuinely a problem on YouTube. And these people who infringe copyright will only be held accountable if enough people actually hold them accountable for what they've done. You know, although YouTube can be flawed at times, it's always great when YouTubers come together to, you know, overall talk about stuff that needs to be talked about. And if a scumbag like this keeps getting away with it, then there's nobody who's going to be able to stop him. People like Brent Rivera need to learn that no matter how big or influential you are on the internet, or how, you know, famous you become, or whatever you want to say, you can't get away with things, and you're a normal person at the end of the day, and you should be held to the same standard that everybody else is when it comes to actually doing wrong. I don't care if you're Mr. Beast, I don't care if you're PewDiePie, I don't care if you're Coco Melon, dog. You shouldn't be doing this stuff because it's just not right. It's hypothetically something you would not want to happen to you, Brent Rivera, if it was some other person going ahead and falsely copyright striking your video because they were salty. What would Mr. Beast look like copyright striking you for stealing all his content? I mean, it's damn near identical, so he probably could get away with it. Moral of the story here is, if you do something like this, trust, it's gonna always come public, and you know, it's gonna become something that's gonna be a problem for you. And it's obviously gonna receive a lot of backlash if you're an idiot and, you know, you're falsely copyright striking people. So I have no remorse for Brent Rivera. Brent Rivera pack in the air, we smoking that. It's smelling real good. But yeah, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for all the love and support on the channel, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.